Welcome back to the BZ Podcast. This is Zay. That is
Brittany.
And we are back for another episode. I think this is episode 71. God damn, yo. We've been putting
we
in
keep
work.
missing the
You think 70 is
I don't know, but every time we hit another
number, like
another 10.
No, we can't do it every 10.
But I'm just saying, we miss every single fucking one. We never get it. Every time one comes around, it's like, all right, we missed 50. So it's like, all right, let's do 60. We missed that.
Right. Well,
whatever.
I'm paying attention to 100. Because something is going to happen on 100. 100, we got to make sure we don't miss that.
Okay.
We need that to be perfect.
Ooh.
So, for those of you that didn't know, this is our second time on the mic, as I said before. And we are now up on YouTube. So
our second time up on the mic, our second time in front of the camera.
Ah, shit.
Yeah. So, yeah, if you guys, we didn't really say last week how to find us on YouTube.
I don't even have the link. If you type
what
in
do you
BZ
mean
Podcast.
You don't have the link?
No, I got the link up. But if you type in BZ Podcast, I don't have a thing that sends it right to the channel.
Not even on our website?
No, we do.
Okay,
Go to our website.
So www.bzpod.com.
Yeah, go to our website, link in bio. If you follow us on Instagram, it is BZ Podcast. That's it. Well, I was about to say .com.
Because you're mixing it up.
I am. I'm really butchering this.
You guys, if you don't follow us on social media, it's bzpod.com. That's where you can find links to everything. Okay?
Can we do a do-over? Alright, anyway, I hope your week is great, as I always do. I hope everything went your way this week, and yada, yada, yada.
Hey, how about we talk about why the video got posted so late, in case anyone was wondering?
Well, damn, yo.
No, but I'm just saying there's reasons why there were setbacks.
Yeah, you're right. There was a setback.
I want you to clear your name.
They didn't know it was my fault.
I mean, it ain't mine. They know I don't do nothing.
Alright, anyway, so the video took a while to go up because I could not get it off my phone for some reason. Every time I tried to download this thing, I tried to download it to Google Drive, I tried to download it to Cloud, all that stuff, just wouldn't go. It took 3 days for it to pop up.
Jesus.
Yeah.
Oh, so when I started harassing you, it just ended up popping up?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Just in time. Britt was putting the mafia pressure on me. I don't know what y'all were doing to her. Waiting for this. I had no idea what y'all were doing to her, but she would just, I can tell her demeanor when she texts. I can read it in her voice. She was like, nigga, when you putting the video up.
I'm just like that.
Meanwhile, I'm fumbling. I'm stressed out trying
to
figure
it out. Oh my God, he had a funeral to go to. I'm literally harassing him, and he's like, yeah, gotta get ready to go to the funeral. I'm like, oh my God, I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry.
Yeah.
I mean, of course.
Right. So, yeah, unfortunately, I had to go to a funeral this week. Love yours, y'all. That's really, all I can say on this. You just never know. Time is so fleeting. And the people that are around you, you just don't appreciate them while they're there. And do you have anything to add to that? How do we make sure we cherish the people while they're around? And I'm not saying anybody in this case didn't cherish them, but
yeah,
just seeing loss, it's hard for me to go to funerals. It's really hard.
Yeah, I mean, I guess too, just whenever you get a moment to tell someone you care about them, let them know. Yeah, I don't know. It's because it's still gonna be hard no matter what.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It was interesting because that was my first time in church. When's the last time you've been in church?
The last time I went to church, I was pregnant with Shay.
Was that 9 years ago?
Almost 11 years ago.
Damn,
I know. We went for Easter, and I was I think I told the story on the pod before, and I was super over it. It was just too much, and I was like, can we leave? Yeah, so that was the last time I went. But I actually liked that church because it was more he would talk about life lessons and stuff. He didn't really get too much into the stories of the Bible. He would talk about present day stuff, but it was almost like a borderline mega church. So it got to be a little too much sometimes with the crowds and stuff. But,
it was interesting being I grew up religious, and it was interesting being in that environment again and not being as connected, not feeling as connected to it, and just seeing how strong the belief in that ideology is, and how it's shared in this community, and how everybody's kind of on the same page. And not for nothing, also how, you know, how much it helps with the grieving process.
Oh yeah, definitely.
You know, just something to lean on and something to just be able to cling on to.
So you didn't connect with that at all?
Not saying that I didn't connect with it at all. I just know that
I know you believe in God.
Yeah. I'm not saying I didn't connect with it at all, but just being removed from that environment and then being plopped back into it, and remembering all the subtle stuff when you're younger and you notice the music. I did.
That's the best. That was always my favorite part of church.
That's the best. That's the best.
But yeah, I literally can't really remember being in church.
No. Especially
now, like with, you know, because we're in our 30s, like with a different perspective on life too. Sure, it's interesting.
It is. And it's a jam session at the end of the day.
Yeah.
No, it was jamming. No. They were getting loose, and that's what I did enjoy. How much of a celebration it was. It was definitely a celebration of life. Yeah. My condolences still goes out to Zakia. You have a support system, and you have people that really care about you, and I know you have somebody you can call. You can call me. Yeah, that's pretty much all.
Yeah.
How was your week?
It was fine.
Anything exciting? Anything good?
Just, you know, coronavirus. Wash your hands.
All day.
Wash your hands.
All day.
So, besides that, no, same old same for the most part for me.
Okay.
What about you?
I went to a funeral.
Right.
And I went to a jazz club last night in New York. Hey yo, it was a jazz club, and I'm like sitting next to a whole bunch of 40-year-olds, just feeling super old, like feeling like I belonged. You know what I mean? They were singing Rock Steady.
Oh.
Rock Steady, baby. Yeah, and they were losing it. It was like the new Drake record that dropped or some shit.
What it is.
Nah, but it was dope. I went out to the city, went to some place called Groove. And speaking of coronavirus, that was my first time like in public place.
Oh, right.
Right? Like? And now like my brain is just kind of like, I'm just super aware.
Yeah.
Right? So I got a story to tell. So I'm on the train going to New York, and I sit down in this cart. There's not too many people on the train, and I hear a cough. Right? Right? I hear a cough. I don't think nothing of it. I got my AirPods in. And then it just keeps persisting. The person who's coughing is like...
Damn, they was coughing more than once?
Oh, no, it kept coughing. It was like, they were like 6 seats behind me. So, I had like a 30-minute ride. I got up and walked a couple carts down. And get away from them, right? And I don't know if we touched on this in the podcast, right? But I saw an article that was talking about how black people have this way of communicating with each other without language. Like, kind of like looking at each other, giving that eye. So I go to the other cart and I go and sit down. And I'm sitting on like the chair that's facing other people. Right? So there's a guy to my left. There's a guy that's in the row in back of the chair that I'm facing. And there's a guy across the aisle, this black dude. And we're chilling, nothing. And the dude that was sitting in front of me behind the first set of chairs coughed. Just one cough. Right? So we're chilling, and then me and the black dude caught eyes real quick. And that nigga give me the slickest grin like, nigga said, and I see them slowly move to the window seat in his chair. Had me dying, yo.
I was on the phone with you, actually. And
that's why I was like,
you started dying, and I'm like, what?
I said, yo, I love black people, yo. I love them. We connected real quick. You know, he had the beard. Well, when two dudes connect with the beard, yo, like you
is that a thing?
Yeah, you sync up.
Yeah, because I know people with locks. Like, if you see somebody with locks, like I mean, I've had my locks for so long. I'm like, whatever.
You got lock envy? Nah. Have you ever had lock envy?
Yeah, my hair was shorter probably.
I be having beard envy. Like when I see somebody's beard that's like really rocking out, give them a little like.
Probably maybe somebody's hair is like longer than mine, but like at this point, I don't do it as much, but it is like a thing. If you see somebody with locks, you gotta kind of like
say something, just acknowledge them or something.
Do we have to?
I be hating when I see somebody's beard that's like more prominent than mine.
Prominent.
Prominent.
What do you want yours to be? Like a...
I don't know.
Yours is like full.
It's full. But I can't grow the bottom though. Like the bottom don't grow right.
Where does it need to grow to?
I got like a patch. I don't want to show it on camera.
I'm just saying, like nobody...
Yeah,
nobody else can see it.
I know it's there.
From a ball patch.
I got no ball, and that's like, this has to grow for it to really feel full.
Oh.
And it don't.
Oh, okay.
It don't really.
I don't know these beard things.
Yeah, there's a whole beard community. And back to coronavirus, they said I was gonna have to cut my beard off.
Yeah, they said that like it's like a net for the germs.
I was just catching all the amoebas. The amoebas. I got all the amoebas on my face.
Ew.
But dude was wearing surgical gloves.
Who?
The guy that we connected when I was on the train.
Damn.
Surgical gloves, and then he stopped and talked to me. He was just like, yo, he mouthed white people to me. He was like, white people.
Why was he cutting up so bad on the train?
He was cutting up, and then before he got off,
God.
he stopped and he talked to me. He was just like, yeah, you got to elevate. He was like, you read, brother?
Oh.
I was like, yeah. He was like, you got to elevate your vibrations. That nigga said elevate your vibrations, and he was talking about you gotta eat clean.
Oh
you
my
have
God.
A good diet, eat clean, don't eat that fast food.
Where did this all come from?
He was talking about how black people need to
Alright,
be safe with this
Koofy
corona.
man.
Yeah, Koofy man. I appreciate it. It was a good
I
call.
know, but I'm just like, shit. I was expecting that to turn into that.
It was only for like 2 seconds.
I know, but still. Yeah, brother.
Have you... Yeah, brother. Yeah. Shut up. Yeah, have you noticed anything different, like going out in public?
Well, I haven't really been nowhere public either, honestly. I went to the gym this morning, though, and I did see people going to wash their hands. Like, as soon as you were coming from working out, like, going to immediately wash your hands. Mm-hmm. I did the same thing. Like,
yeah, I've been washing my hands a lot more often.
Oh, yeah, especially, like, yeah, just throughout the day. But I'm laughing because it's like, I mean, I'm pretty good at washing my hands anyway, but I have been, like, washing them more. Oh, definitely. But I'm just laughing at, like, how
the
all
20 seconds.
I've been making it a point to do that, and like 20. The soap be drying, I gotta do it 2 times. I'm like, damn. And I just say he's like supposed to be happy birthday like twice or something. But no, I was saying like, I think it's crazy how like all the hand sanitizers gone, all the Lysol. It's like, what do y'all niggas? Nobody used it before? Did you not already have any?
Well, no, you just stock. You're saying the people don't already have.
Yeah, the people that are buying it so crazy. Like, I mean, I got 3 things of Lysol wipes up there right now.
But they stocking. Like they're saying this is going to be a pandemic. So this is like.
I'm sorry, but you get you a big ass bottle of like Lysol that you can dilute with water. That I've had some shit been sitting in here about 2 years. Oh.
We're in Philadelphia, y'all.
Yeah.
Just wait till they pass.
But I'm saying, if you like buy cleaning supplies, like that should be lasting like a year.
Yeah.
So it's just like, what are y'all doing?
I know, but
I think people don't know how to clean, and they're buying way too much shit. Cause it's like, how many bottles of hand sanitizer do you need? Wash your fucking hands. Hand sanitizer is but so good.
Or it's one of the things that like, because if you listen to news reports on this, you have no idea what's going on.
Yeah.
And what I mean, like. I heard that, the only people that are really susceptible are, like, older people. Mm-hmm. Like, older people with compromised immune systems. Mm-hmm. Then I read another article and said, like, it's a combination between SARS and AIDS.
I don't got time right now, like, because I think I saw a chart last week that said 7,000 people worldwide have died. Then I saw one another day, and these are all from reputable, like, news sources, like, you know, New York Times, CNN, like, regular-ass news sources, and they're all saying different things. Then I saw, first I saw, like, 7,000 deaths globally. Then I saw 300 And now I'm seeing 3,000. I'm like, what's the fucking number?
Yeah, I think people are just reacting to all these conflicting reports. Now,
But they're being so irresponsible with all these conflicting reports. And that's the thing, because I think that the media is really going to get called out after all of this happens, because it's like...
Yeah. Stressful times.
It's just annoying, because it's like, how do you... But then it's hard to also, like... Of course, we're taking it serious, but it's hard to know how serious to really get because of all the conflicting data. But
and then you have Trump asking government officials and scientists if they can just use the flu vaccine.
Ain't nobody got time for his shit.
Yeah, sometimes like I think he's like the biggest troll.
He is.
But that was hilarious, and his face when he was asking, he was like, and they told him, they're like, no, you can't do it. He was like, yeah, you know, I mean, he was like,
all right.
Oh, all right.
But yeah, like I don't know, I have like a gallon of cleaner.
Mm-hmm.
Like, and this shit, I've had it for years, because you literally pour like a cap and some...
Just a little cap.
People don't know what they're doing.
They don't. And also, how strong is that hand sanitizer?
No, that's what I mean. Like,
I saw a science.
Soap.
Yeah, I saw a science project that these kids do, and they just rub their hands on different bread.
Yeah,
on different pieces of bread.
They...
on the bread.
On the bread.
Yeah. So they put their hands on different pieces of like toast. They did one when they just washed their hands. Yeah. They did one when it was just with water. Or they did one with hand sanitizer.
And one with nothing.
And one with nothing.
Yeah.
And that hand sanitizer didn't come in any better than the one with nothing.
It's a big ass mold spore.
Right?
Yeah, the only one that was clean with no like bacteria. I think they left it. It was like a science project, and they like left it out. I don't know, in a bag or something.
Yeah, I saw this one where they were like rubbing it on surfaces too. Like they would rub a piece of bread on the surface.
I think I've seen that one too.
You remember that one?
But sanitizer, what we're saying is sanitizer doesn't 100% kill it.
Yeah, don't do shit. I heard you can make your own sanitizer though.
Huh.
It's like a alcohol. Probably should have looked it up.
I did see somebody said all the like rubbing alcohol was like sold out. I'm like,
yeah.
What the fuck is people gearing up for? Like,
the apocalypse.
The Y2K scare.
Nah, this seems real though. Like people.
I mean, it is, but at the same time, it's like, be clean.
Yeah, but your definition of clean is totally different than somebody.
But that's the thing. Like, you literally need
yours,
to, like, even
everybody.
in general, like when you're getting sick. 9 times out of 10, the way you get sick is from dirty hands touching your face, or you're eating something and your hands are dirty.
You ever think about how nasty your phone is?
Oh, I know.
My phone probably got the coronavirus right now.
Probably.
My Mac probably got the coronavirus.
But for as dirty as our phones are, I think it doesn't hold as much bacteria as we think, because come on.
What you mean?
Because I'd be so sick, like. Because I don't clean my phone as much as I probably should.
Nobody cleans their phone as much as they should.
Yeah, so I don't think whatever the material is, I don't know. But
nah, there ain't no material. It ain't repelling no corona.
Well.
Yeah, wash your fucking hands, you nasty motherfucker.
But like, it's just, I don't know, people, it is serious, but I think people at the same time are so misinformed of how to be clean, which is the funny part. Like, damn, I'm glad, like, I'm not glad this is happening, but at the same time, I'm like, yes, everybody being hygienic.
Right.
Yes, wash the motherfucking hands.
Yeah, but like, no, when you go out in public, you're literally on edge now. Like, one cough sets your like fight or flight response. I also read that there is an asteroid warning.
Just
NASA
in
tracks,
time.
right? It's supposed to, like, by the end of the month, supposed to be approaching Earth, and there's a 1 in 50,000 chance it would hit, which sounds like it's like no chance in the world, but according to like scientists and stuff, like it's worth mentioning. It's 4 kilometers.
It's a meteor or an asteroid?
It's an asteroid. I don't know what the difference is. This is like one of those like end civilization type of asteroids if it hits. And as soon as we track it and they can pinpoint exactly where it's going to hit, like once they figure that out, I'm driving to the contact point.
I'm done. Bye, Zed.
No, think about it. You have a kid, so it's harder to say that. But I think I'm like more afraid to survive that.
Yeah, fuck
and then
that.
live in the world after the big asteroid hit and like the entire population is down to 300. Fuck that.
I'm trying to see how many times has there been an asteroid threat to Earth. But I don't.
Well, they always get hit. Well, we get hit all the time, but it burns up in the atmosphere. So they say.
Then we didn't get hit. But
well,
it was
no,
going to hit.
The Grand Canyon is an asteroid site.
Yeah, but how many Grand Canyons we got?
I don't know.
Just that one.
There's other places
that we know of.
There's other places that's hit. But
no, but I'm just saying, like, I wonder how many times we've, like, because I know this isn't the first time we've had a scare like this. List of asteroids, close approaches to Earth. Just give me a quick answer.
No, they can do research.
Fuck that.
All right, well, we'll look that up and get back to you, I guess. Well, I want to know what the difference. I thought you were looking at what's the difference between an asteroid and a meteor is. It's not that important. I just wanted to let y'all know so y'all can be scared about that as well as the coronavirus.
Asteroid is a large rocky body in space, and a meteor is often called the meteor is like when it like fucking vaporizes or something.
What?
Alright, asteroid is a large rocky body in space in orbit around the sun. A meteoroid is much smaller rocks or particles in orbit around the sun, and a meteor is if a meteoroid enters the Earth's atmosphere and vaporizes, it becomes a meteor, which is often called a shooting star.
That's what a shooting star is?
It's a little meteor.
It's a little meteor? I didn't know that.
A meteorite is
So,
a small asteroid or large meteoroid, oh my god, that survives its fiery passage through the Earth's atmosphere and lands on Earth's surface. Then it's called a meteorite. So if it actually makes it, that's a lot of steps.
Yeah, that's a lot. I don't know why they had to break it down so much.
It says in simplest terms, here are the definitions.
It wasn't that simple about that.
That's
definition.
why we're not scientists.
Nope, not at all. So let's play a game. If the asteroid was approaching and we had 3 weeks.
Like on Zelda, Majora's Mask, when you just see the fucking moon coming down.
Yeah.
Okay.
What's your first move? How are you spending 3 weeks?
3 weeks? Damn, that's a long time to think about it. I thought you said 3 days.
Like, what if this was like a immediate, like, oh no, it's definitely going to hit. It's not a 1 in 50,000 chance. Let's say it's 1 in 100 chance.
3 weeks.
3 weeks. What conversations are you having? What beefs are you clearing up? What
There were fucking beefs. I ain't got no beef with nobody.
Nah,
I don't got no beef. Nah, fuck that. Clear none of those up.
You're only going to the grave.
I don't know. Considering I have a child, like it's kind of easy what I'm gonna do.
Yeah.
I'm just gonna honestly, what I do is go on one long ass road trip and see all of my family. Because everybody's so spread out.
Nah, yeah.
Because I would love to do that now, but it's like work.
Mm-hmm.
So it's like if you don't gotta worry about work and nothing else in life, that's what I would do.
That sounds like a good idea.
Road trip.
Road trip? What would I do? I'm booking a flight. It's probably be the cheapest time to fly.
Oh my god, that's scary.
No, book a flight.
But what if it's like causing, like, you know, when it gets closer, the energy or something is like causing fluctuations with flights?
Then I'm out before the
God.
meteor hits.
Alright, what if they stop all the flights? Who's still working? You trust the pilots? They're gonna be wasted.
Yo, facts. If they aren't already.
Yeah, F that.
No, you're right. I think I'm going road trip as well.
Yeah.
I think I'm going.
We can go to the Grand Canyon.
Right. No, fuck that. I'm planning a road trip to the site where it's gonna hit.
Like the fucking Area 51.
Hell yeah.
Everybody gonna be posted up there.
Right, dancing and shit. I'm going on like I'm partying. Not gonna party?
No.
Well, not party, but like just enjoy, play music.
Yeah, I guess just whatever. But yeah, I don't know. The main thing I want to do is just see my family, and I really want to go to Montana.
Montana looks dope as hell.
Doesn't it?
Yeah.
I want to go to Montana.
What's another like not weird place, but like just like an offshore place
that I want to see?
Yeah, just not popular destination.
I definitely want to go to Montana. I do want to see one of the Dakotas just because.
Why?
Because it's a Dakota. Who the fuck?
I forget states are states sometimes.
Yeah.
I want to go to Washington.
Been to Washington, kind of.
Yeah.
When I went to Vancouver, because it's like basically connected to Washington.
I want to go to Northern California and see those big ass trees. The redwoods.
Oh right, yes, me too. Where else I want to go? Do you want to go down like to desert land? Like, do you want to see Arizona and Utah?
Yeah. I want to see the Grand Canyon for real.
I do too.
Yeah.
What else? Up north, I think I could do without.
What do you mean up north?
Like up north, northeast.
Yeah, I'm done with the northeast. I still wonder why I live here.
I mean northeast, like fucking like Rhode Island and Vermont, like that type of. Like I think it'd be cool, but I would be okay if I never went. I think I want to be more around the sun.
Yeah.
It's hot. I don't know. I think that's it. Where I haven't been already that I want to go.
You've been mad places.
I really haven't explored the West Coast though at all.
Me
so
neither.
I think that's why. But yeah. I mean, as much as I would like to go to California, I also want to go to those just other random places just to see the landscape.
No, that would definitely be dope. I'm trying to think if there's anywhere.
Mountains.
I want to see Alaska. But I want to see different seasons in Alaska though.
Mm.
No, it's supposed to be wild, beautiful.
I'm sure, but I think I'm okay.
It's not just cold.
Mm.
No Alaska.
How is it not just cold?
It's not. Oh, they have seasons.
Oh.
It might not get as warm, but like I've heard of cruises in like Alaska. You looking it up now?
How hot it get?
That's what you're typing in.
Yep, how hot it get in Alaska? How hot it
get in Alaska?
Hey, this is a black girl typing. Well, not today. The hottest it gets normally. Oh wow, it gets up to the 90s.
Yeah, buddy.
Fahrenheit. The summer's gonna have temperatures reaching into the 90s.
And with this global warming, we sure as hell didn't have a damn winter, so.
Yeah. I know.
Does anybody care about that? Is anybody tracking that? We're talking about
asteroids.
Is
anybody mad about that?
Right? I mean, I'm not mad.
I mean, at the same time, we keep saying global warming, but also I think that the Earth is just moving on its axis.
I also think the Earth just goes through its own cycles, and we just think it's supposed to be
convenient. I did hear that all the planets are experiencing different temperatures. So,
oh, shit.
I mean, our pollution can't be affecting Jupiter.
You don't think so?
We just fucking up the whole solar system, the whole galaxy, our emissions.
You know they talk about like car emissions. I was thinking the other day, what about like cigarette emissions or smoke emissions? Like how much is just pumping? How much are we just spewing out of our mouths?
Oh, to add? I think that all counts. And then like factory warehouses and shit. But I mean, a lot of people stop smoking cigarettes compared to how it used to be. Yeah,
cigarettes is not like you're kind of like a clown now for smoking a cigarette and knowing all the shit that's wrong with it.
Right. Oh, okay.
Just stop.
Yeah. Oops.
Oh, I didn't.
We started.
Delete that. Delete.
Oh my god. Technical difficulties.
Yeah, man.
This is what it always be.
You ready?
I guess.
1, 2, 3, go. Yeah.
Okay.
Technical difficulties. We are back. I forgot what we were talking about.
Emissions and smoking and.
Yeah, I'm off that.
Okay.
What else happened this week? Can we take a second and clown the Knicks? I know this is not a sports podcast, but
oh, whatever. Yeah, there was that whole thing with Spike Lee.
Yeah, so Spike Lee, if y'all haven't seen or heard about, has a controversy going on between the Knicks. And on Monday, a video emerged on Twitter, Spike Lee arguing with Madison Square Garden officials. The footage was taken in the bowels. Who says bowels? Like, you're doing too much as a writer. The footage was taken in the stadium before the game against Houston Rockets, and Spike Lee can be heard asking security staff to arrest him. He said, they ain't gonna do me like Oakley. You remember when Charles Oakley got got pulled out of. Yeah,
No.
There's always something going on.
Know.
But
yeah, but from what I saw, because he was on ESPN.
Yeah.
Whatever that show
It was
called.
emotional.
Well, yeah, I mean, because like he said, basically, he went in through the employee entrance, and he said he's been doing that for the past 28 years. And all of a sudden now they were like, you need to come out and go around into the different entrance, whatever. But it's just the way they went about it, like trying to basically like pull him off the elevator and force him out. And it's like, if anything, just say next time.
Yeah.
And he said he was there 2 days prior for like a play or something they had going on for kids, and he went in the same entrance and they didn't say nothing. So like all of a sudden, why now is it a huge problem? And even still, even if there's a new rule in place, as much money as that man has contributed,
that's what I pulled from this story. Like, I know it's like outrageous.
like that's
and
wow.
all that.
Like
yeah.
they could have just said next time, can you go in through a different entrance? Like policies changed. I don't get it.
I think they said he spends upward of like $300,000 a year for those tickets.
And he said he's been coming 28 years.
Yeah, and imagine paying that much money.
You said $300,000 a year.
I think so. You about to do the math?
I don't know if
Don't
that's
do that.
right.
I don't know if it's right. Something like that.
Okay.
That's what I heard. Anyway, you paying mad money to watch the team lose every game. Like, if that ain't dedication.
Yeah, I think it's nostalgic reasons, because he was saying how he grew up going there with his dad and stuff. So
My thing is, like, I'm gonna shit on the Knicks real quick.
Okay.
The problem with the Knicks, and if you're a basketball fan, you understand, like, the Knicks haven't been good in a very long time. The problem with the Knicks, as well as like New York people in general, is that New York people are fascinated by the fact that they live in New York.
it's New York.
It's New York. It's New York, right? That's how they sound. A slice.
What?
Let me get a slice. You know, I hopped down the L train. Like.
Let me get a slice.
No, but like they want everybody to be as excited as about New York as they are from New York, and they think that is the reason why everybody wants to be there when it comes to sports teams. It's not like that anymore. And the fact that you think that and you keep supporting this bum ass team, you're not making them lose any money.
You're enabling them.
You're enabling them to continue to be trash. And I really I care if you have a Knicks friend. Like, reach out and check on them from time to time, because I really be caring about them.
Oh my god.
They be stressed the fuck out.
I mean, the funny thing is, though, like, as annoying as it is,
Go ahead.
for people, like, everybody who's from New York gotta let you know in 5 seconds they're from New York. As annoying as it is, every time you go, though, isn't it, like, so much fucking
I'm
fun?
talking shit. Yo, listen.
So much
I'm
fun.
talking shit.
I love
I'm talking
New York.
shit. And just last night, I was in New York on my Instagram story. Walking down the street. You know what I mean? Posting my location to make sure everybody knows I'm in New York. Yeah, so, I mean, take it with a grain of salt. But, yeah, it's foul what they doing to Spike, man.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Spike Lee kind of, like, that's like, he's more important than, like, the owner. He's more important than the mascot. I don't even know what the Knicks mascot is. It's probably a big L.
Oh, my God.
Kick him when he down. All right.
Stupid, yeah.
What else happened this week? Black-owned Atlanta-based hygiene brand Honey Pot called racist for Target ad. What's Honey Pot? Have you heard of them before this?
No.
No.
No, but I also don't keep up on a lot of hair stuff.
This is the illest rollout ever. Then.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know. Maybe it's just me. Honestly, I don't keep up with hair stuff, so I'm not a good person to ask.
I think they said something.
But I know who they are now.
Yeah. I was thinking the other day, yo. So, you know, white women got mad because the Target ad. What did it alluded to? What did it say? I think the owner said, you know, I want to do this to show that other black girls.
Yeah.
Like something really just generic and I don't know, regular.
I think the problem is because, yeah, you're saying, like, you know, I want to do this to show that other little black girls can grow up and be whatever they want to be. If you think about it, put it on another race, Asian, you know, a Latino, it still wouldn't be mad. Nobody would be mad. You know what I mean? Like saying, like, if you heard, like, just like, you know, with us, you're like, what? What's wrong with that? And then I think when they say Asian, you'd be like, what's wrong with that? I think just if white people were to say, like, I want to teach any little white girl she can be anything she want to be. But the thing is, because they can. That's like, that's the history. When have you guys ever been oppressed? Like, that's the thing that they're not understanding. It's like nobody's trying to put you down, but when has there ever been a time where somebody had to tell you that as a white person? You know what I mean? You can make it.
I don't know what it is.
Don't let your whiteness get in the way of your success.
I thought it was crazy because I'm thinking about, like, you know, the boycotts that were organized for black people back in the 60s and stuff. And if I was to travel back in the 60s and pull one of them dudes off that bus and say, yo, you know, in the year 2020, white women were going to boycott black products. Like, how ridiculous does that sound?
I mean, basically, yeah. Is that what they're calling for? A boycott? Or were they calling for?
Like, yeah, I read that there was gonna be
like, or did they just want the brand removed? Like, honestly, I saw it and I was just like annoyed that day and I couldn't handle any fuckery. So I was like, I don't even have time to really look into this right now. All I know is if I see it in the store, I'm gonna buy it.
I mean,
that's all I knew very quickly was I'm gonna support this brand.
You know what? What's crazy is, like, how many. Who was using this product? Were there, like, white people using the product before? Or, like, the people that... I'll be curious to find out. The people that started posting negative backlash towards it.
I think because it was like a Target ad on TV.
Yeah.
I think that's why they were mad. Because it was like Target is supporting this particular brand that is not inclusive of everyone.
But...
I'm saying
I get you, but you got to assume, like, I think you have to really suspend a lot of like shit to get to they're not inclusive of everyone from that statement.
Yeah, because it said black.
I want to know more about the product. What does the product do?
I don't know. It's probably just, you know, some conditioners and shit. It's a little curl definers.
Is it right? But do they have curls? Like, I want to know, like,
no,
the people
but
that
right,
are arguing,
like, shut up. Like, I know.
Yeah, and that's why I started thinking, like, what's a product that is, like, strictly black people that no one else uses?
I mean, a lot of those products are made for black textured hair. So it's like they don't need, with their type of hair, they don't need moisturizing things. They need their hair to be dry, mostly. You know, they might have something for a little shine. But, you know what I mean? Because their hair will get weighed down. You know what I mean? It'll look like greasy and stuff. So they can't put all that shit in their hair. So that's why it's like, whatever. Just like that damn video with that little girl, that 4-year-old girl.
Yeah, talk about that, yo. That really, that broke my heart.
Yeah, she was getting her hair done by some woman, and this woman was recording herself doing her hair or something, and the little girl looked in the camera and said, you know, well, I'm still ugly, you know, as she was getting her hair done. So then the woman that was doing her hair, you know, was just speaking words of encouragement to her, you know, telling her she's beautiful. And she was like 4 years old. So it was like, what do you know about that at 4 years old? So I don't know if she gets teased at school, family. You know, family can be so ignorant. Yeah. So, you know, I don't know if because she was, you know, darker skinned, if they would say little stuff to her, or if there's other kids around that were saying, older kids, you know, saying stuff to her. But she definitely was aware of what was being said about her and was internalizing that at 4. So anyway, my point was in the comments section, you know, everybody's like, oh my God, my heart for this girl, da da da. So then I saw, like, Spectacular commented from Pretty Ricky. He was just saying, like, oh, kudos to this woman, basically, and saying that black is beautiful. Like, that's all he said. And then I see this ignorant ass comment from some woman
who's private. Who doesn't have...
No, actually, she wasn't private. She wasn't private. She looked like she was, like, white and some sort of Asian. But mostly looked white. And she was just like, oh, this comment is so divisive. Why are you saying that black people are better than everybody else? And everybody's like, said black is beautiful. Like, nobody said that it was better than anyone else. Yeah, but when you say stuff like that, that's just what sets me off. Because you're saying, you know, black people are better. You shouldn't say that. What? Huh?
I think it's...
That's like, you know, Asian people have... I think all of us have, like, some sort of stigma about our looks and stuff. You know, that just as a culture, you know, we may have issues with, you know, like, black people, we talk about our noses, our fuller lips, you know, maybe your hair texture, skin. We have so many things, and I know, like, Asian culture, they have things, like, with their eyes or maybe, you know, different parts of their face, too. So it's like, I've seen like posts and stuff because people get surgery. I've seen posts like what say in the Asian community of them saying like love your natural self, whatever.
Oh,
so,
you see Asians having those discussions?
Yeah,
as well?
So that's what I mean. Like, so I'm like trying to think about somebody else were to say that. Like, say that there's a video of an Asian girl saying that she hated the way she looked or something, and somebody commented saying, your Asian characteristics are beautiful. You won't come over and say that that's divisive? No, it's just because it's black people. Like, we can never fucking say nothing. Like, that's so dumb.
I think
nobody said that you look better.
I think everybody kind of just always. I think it's just regular to have a say or a hand in black culture to some capacity. Mm-hmm. So everybody feels compelled to comment on the culture or comment on the things we speak about, and it's just crazy because they be having so rigid ideas on something they have nothing to do with.
Yeah, and I think too because we have to speak. I mean, I know I gave a different example of like the Asian community, but it is more prevalent in our community, in the black community, for us to be able to speak life into each other and to, to encourage each other and to, speak kind words and to be uplifting because we're torn down so much. Yeah. So we have to go hard with, the upliftment, like basically.
Yeah, and I want to point out, we're torn down, of course, by the man and stuff like that, but also in our own community. There's a lot of toxicity just in our community. I'm just for them.
I wasn't done on one point. You want
Go ahead.
Still talking with white folks. All right, so, but I mean, like, when they see from outside looking in of us always just praising ourselves, and it's like, because you are the standard of beauty. Mm-hmm. Like, I don't know if they would feel better if you would, like, they already have it, though. That's the thing. So it's like, would you rather them seeing, like, white is beautiful? That's the general standard that has been forever, that white is beautiful. That's the worldwide knowledge. That's the, you know what I mean? Like,
yeah, and even on a sinister level, like who wants a black person with confidence in a society like this? That's one of the things they try to control.
No, right, and that's what I mean. Like, I don't think they understand that has been, it's always been that way, and now that, somebody's saying otherwise, you're mad. Have you not realized that you've always been just basically like the thing to be compared to, the ultimate? And now that people are like, hey, no, everybody can be beautiful, you're mad. And you're saying that's divisive.
Yeah, that's it.
How is that divisive? Like,
how much do you think that's like a popular idea, or just somebody trolling in the internet culture?
No, I think it's real. Like, I don't think people are understanding the history and how things are. So when you see something like that, you're not taking into the whole picture of why things are this way. So, for that girl to say, like, you saying black is beautiful is divisive. If I were to say white is beautiful, you'd have a problem. That's always been said. Yeah. Do you not understand that? Like, they don't understand that that's like, and from the pictures we see, magazines, movies, everything, people getting surgery to have European features, like, that is what has been said. That's been ingrained into everyone. So that's the thing. Like, people are just fucking dumb.
And everybody just can't wait to make, like, they see something about somebody else and instantly they internalize it and have to interject the what about.
Like, it had nothing to do with it.
Nothing at all. How'd we get on this? Oh, that was very sad. That little girl saying she was ugly.
Yes.
Yeah.
But yeah, you were saying within our own community, yes, and which is why I think that little girl even felt a way about herself, because I'm sure it was people within our own community that were saying that to her.
Yeah, for sure. Mm-hmm. And the reason they're saying it, we can go on for days. The reason they're saying that. That shit's sad.
Yeah.
Sucks.
Well, I'm glad that woman, uplifted her, and hopefully, she'll keep it going.
All right. Netflix has a documentary about Hillary.
Is it out already?
I don't know if it's out, but one of the things that did come out as an exclusive, Bill Clinton reveals in Hillary doc that he had oral sex with Monica Lewinsky to ease pressures of the job. He used the anxiety bag.
Maybe he just wanted to have sex with her, like. Maybe he just was attracted to her, like.
Could have been.
He
said,
I mean, I'm sure, I guess if you want to look at it that way, like, oh, she was an escape, know what I mean?
He did it to manage his anxieties.
I guess, yeah, maybe it was like, a little, not like a fantasy, but you know, it was something that was outside of his normal reality. I guess.
Leaves me.
I think that's why people cheat in general.
Yeah, there's a misconception that cheating is all about the person you cheated on. Like you're like not happy with that person. Like it really is a internal thing. If you're cheating, there is something going on with you. Yeah,
and I think a lot of times too it's insecurities.
Oh no, it's directly that.
Yeah, just needing that validation. Or not knowing how to say no to people because you're worried about them feeling like, you know, thinking a way about you. You want to be super accommodating. I mean, that's the conclusion I came up with one of my exes. But I was like, man. But, you know.
But all right, so can you use sex to manage your anxieties?
I guess if that's your thing.
Yeah, I think people have a whole bunch of unhealthy ways to manage their problems, and sex could be one of them for somebody. But a lot of times, I feel like that can't be used as an excuse. Like people with sex addictions can't really talk about it without being, I don't know, like just you're nasty.
A little dirty.
You look dirty.
Ugh.
But I mean, it's no different than somebody who smokes 30 packs of cigarettes.
Well, I don't think that person would want to talk about that either. So, you know, yeah, I mean, because that's what I was thinking about when you were saying it, like, everything that you would use, I guess, to cope with your anxiety that's not healthy isn't something you'd really want to talk about with people.
Yeah.
In general. Whether it be, smoking cigarettes, drinking too much, drugs,
the first
or
thing
sex.
I thought about was, who's the first nigga that heard Bill Clinton do this and is going to try it in his relationship? Yeah, I don't cheated with you because I have anxieties.
Say it all wrong.
I have that.
I had anxieties.
I had these anxieties.
No, don't be mad. It's the anxieties.
I saw this thing with anxiety, like if you're having a panic attack or something like that, you should bite into like a lemon, and then the lemon kind of like it's so bitter and it's so sour that it takes your mind off. So it's called a grounding technique. So if anybody who struggles with anxiety, that was something I came across.
Find a lemon.
Find a lemon. Keep a lemon on hand at all times. But like, think about like bringing that up and just being like, yeah, cheating because I have anxieties. Nigga, buy the lemon.
You gotta breathe into a bag.
Throw a lemon straight at somebody's head.
Yeah, definitely throwing a lemon at somebody's head.
Oh man, yeah, the Clinton bag. Hillary's nasty.
Wait, what did she say?
Hold on, let's see. The First Lady reveals that in the aftermath of the scandal, the couple underwent painful marriage counseling. Clinton apologized to Lewinsky, saying he feels terrible that the affair defined her life.
Yeah.
Hey,
that shit completely ruined her life. She's known for nothing else.
He said when he met Lewinsky, the pressure of the job was too much. He thought, here's something to take your mind off of it for a while.
Yeah, that was a good decision.
Here's something to take my mind off of it for a while. Is that toxic? Is that a little toxic?
I guess.
Netflix getting all the content.
Tea.
He said confessing to Chelsea was the worst.
Oh, jeez. Yeah, I mean, she was going to find out eventually.
Was she old?
When that happened? I think she was like a teenager. But I mean, even still, she was definitely going to... I mean, that's her parents' legacy.
That coming clean, boy.
Tisk, tisk, tisk. You know what, I was listening to Lauren Lionel. Shouts out. Hey, guys.
Yeah.
They were saying that whole thing with Meg the Stallion going on, they were like, what if that's a ploy?
A ploy for what? Just
her album roll out. Yeah. I was
No, it definitely can be.
I didn't think about it because it does seem very, forced. And it's a little dry.
It is dry.
It's very dry.
No one cares about that.
But even just the way she talked about it, it's very dry.
I didn't look at any clips. I've only heard people, talk about it. But yeah, that definitely could be the rollout.
I was like, damn, I didn't even think about that.
What's going on with that?
Exactly, I don't fucking know. It just seems stupid. All of a sudden your album's coming out.
Have you been waiting for the Meg the Stallion album to drop? How do women feel about Meg the Stallion?
People love her.
That was your support?
I guess. That's what she do. I don't know. Honestly, I'm very surprised. Like, cause I liked that song "Big Old Freak" when it came out, but I heard that shit randomly like 6 months before it got hot, like really popular. So I was like really feeling it, but I was listening to her other music and I was just like, I didn't think she was gonna go nowhere, honestly. But it's her personality too that makes up for a lot of it, just because she's so cool. Like she don't start no drama, you know what I mean? And like she tall as shit, so it's like
She with a different nigga every week.
No,
she kind of is.
No, she's not. That was just real quick, and
I know.
I'm not.
Yeah, I'm not knocking. It's just promo, but that's part of the.
But it was like 3 different niggas. That ain't every week of her being out.
Yeah, I guess. I don't know.
She would meet like 20.
It was like
for
Trey
it to be
Songz, G-Eazy. I don't know. That's all I got.
Like 3 or 4.
That's all I got.
It wasn't enough. But I think, look, that must have been the first like go around of trying to get some like build up around her character or whatever.
The biggest thing with me was like, I don't know, like I know there's a label dispute and stuff, but how much talking or how much power do you have? You don't even drop an album yet. Meg the Stallion.
I thought she already dropped the album.
No, she doesn't even have an album. So you talking about renegotiating contracts and you ain't even
I thought
dropped
she
the
had
album?
one, her first one. What was that, a mixtape?
Yeah, mixtape, I guess.
This is her album now.
Nah, I heard.
The one she just dropped. I know she was working with the Neptunes and.
Yeah, oh, cheers. Oh, yeah, I'm with it.
But the song they showed that they were working on, it wasn't the song. It didn't make the album. But I don't know. There's 2 songs on there. They're okay.
Man, you looking for it?
No, I already heard them.
Oh, thanks for sending them.
It wasn't worth sending.
I like the Neptunes too.
I know, but it wasn't worth sending. It wasn't worth sending. I'll send it to you. It wasn't worth. It wasn't like some like, oh shit, you gotta hear this.
It wasn't that heat.
Yeah, nah. But yeah.
Rule number 1008.
Shit. Oh. Don't pay
What
me
are you
no
looking
mind.
at?
Don't pay me no mind.
We're doing a podcast.
I know. Well, talk. Shit.
Well, shit. I need a partner in crime. What are you looking at?
Oh, they're EPs.
What's the difference between an EP and
I don't know. EP got like
play?
6 songs.
I know, but why is it an extended play?
I think they need to change what it's called.
What's the LP?
Because EP I think it used to be an extended play because it would be like the album, then you would have an EP of just like some random tracks, maybe that didn't make the album. But nowadays, I feel like an EP is just a short album.
I feel like that shit's like over with anyway.
Because how do EPs come out before an album? So that's what I'm saying. Like
everything's streamed anyway. Like
yeah, but
everything's an extended play. I could just keep listening to whatever.
Right. Yeah, that's why I'm like, I don't think the EP really holds the true definition of its term anymore.
I don't even know how long we've been recording.
We've been recording 1,500 seconds. It's like that.
We're using a new program, y'all. We're actually using GarageBand
we probably
to
should
record.
have switched it to time. There you go.
Oh, god damn.
51 minutes.
51 minutes. That went fast.
Did it?
No, I don't know.
I'm hungry.
You hungry?
Yes.
What we gonna eat?
I don't know. Popeyes.
I don't want no Popeyes. I want some real food, nigga. Yeah, I travel all the way to Philly to get Popeyes.
I'm just saying because that's our thing.
Yeah, it is. I had this banging ass chicken sandwich from what's it called? From Cheesecake Factory.
That's surprising. Usually their food's pretty butt.
Really?
I don't know. I feel like every time you go, it's just like, it doesn't live up to the expectations.
I remember when it was like when you first started going, it was like the littest thing ever.
I remember going when I was younger and it was amazing, and now I haven't been enough though. Honestly, I feel like it's just overpriced.
Are you scared to eat out because of the coronavirus?
You know, I got that Liberian food yesterday, and I thought of it for like half a second, and I was like, guess I'm risking it.
Then the seasonings hit, and it was banging.
Guess I'm risking it.
You had like a whole fish. I don't like when they give me the whole fish.
I wasn't ready for the whole fish. I thought they were going to give me fillets because I saw some on Yelp.
I don't like when the fish
has... on Yelp.
I don't like when the fish has the bones in it.
Yeah, it's just more work, but it was good.
That's all, folks.
I guess so.
We
gotta do a topic next week.
All right. What y'all want to hear?
I guess I just put the pressure on. Huh?
Yeah, you definitely did.
Whatever we need to.
Yeah.
I'm gonna be out of town next week.
Fuck.
Yeah. We can record Friday.
All right. Welcome to the BZ Podcast pre-production meeting. Pre-production meeting where you get behind-the-scenes access to what goes on. Thank y'all for listening. We appreciate y'all. Again, you can catch us on YouTube. You can catch us on all the streaming platforms, Spotify, iTunes, Google Play, Stitcher Radio. I don't know who's using Stitcher Radio, though. Anyway, if you're using Stitcher Radio, let us know. Enjoy your week.
Bye, everyone.
Freeze frame. What the fuck was that? What the fuck was that? Turn that fucking camera. You don't turn that fucking camera off. What the fuck was that?
What the fuck was that?
My head all sweaty. This fucking big ass